Donc, je vais terminer mes études dans quelques mois. Et après, disons, presque à chaque conversation que j'ai avec les gens, on me demande toujours, puis, qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? C'est quoi tes plans? What next? Puis, la réponse que j'offre aux gens en ce moment, c'est de dire, je sais pas. Mais c'est pas tout à fait vrai. En fait, j'ai une assez bonne idée de ce que je vais faire. Et puis, basically, I have a dream. And there's a dream I want to dedicate myself towards. Au cœur de ce rêve-là, c'est ma conviction profonde que notre monde d'aujourd'hui, notre monde de demain, a besoin de plus de rêveurs. Mais notre monde, il n'a pas seulement besoin de plus de rêveurs. Our world needs a network of dreamers. Dreamers that are connected. Dreamers that have empathy for one another, that have an understanding for one another, and for other beings. Le monde d'aujourd'hui, on a des problèmes dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. On aura des problèmes dans le monde de demain, dans la prochaine génération. Ça a toujours été comme ça, ça le sera dans le futur. Et pour moi, c'est ça qui fait la beauté de notre monde, c'est ça qui le rend intéressant. Comme Einstein nous l'a dit, c'est impossible de résoudre un problème avec la même logique qu'il a créée. Et donc, c'est pour ça qu'il faut rêver. Moi, la façon dont je vois ça, je me dis, il n'y a rien de plus dangereux qu'un groupe, il n'y a rien de plus dangereux pour le statu quo qu'un groupe de rêveurs qui sont connectés, qui sont prêts à passer à l'action. Et ça m'allume. So at this point, I'm ready to make a pretty bold statement. I want to attack the system that prevents people, that prevents these dreamers from being, from realizing their potential. And I'm ready to dedicate my whole self to this. À ce point-ci, je vous invite à venir rêver avec moi. Mais plus important encore, je vous invite aussi à m'aider à bâtir ce réseau de rêveurs. Ces rêveurs qui vont permettre aux gens d'atteindre leur plein potentiel et nous aider à réaliser ce monde juste, la vraie justice, la justice sociale. Merci.
I want a globally minded future population where every individual considers the social and environmental impacts of their actions. I believe engineers are key to leading this revolution of thought, but we need a push. A small but disruptive change is needed to transform the industry, to create a world where it is universally acknowledged that engineers are globally minded and globally responsible citizens. A world where the choice to become an engineer is not for the money or because I'm good at math, but because of a desire to put something positive in the world and to create systemic change. I believe that EWB can be this disruptive change. I believe this is possible by 2036. Do you?
I've had the chance to have some incredible conversations over the last few days that have really changed my life. And I just want to share one that is, I think, going to last with me for a really long time. And it's a story of one of our African leaders, Kwabena Taylor. For those that have not had a chance to talk with him, he's the man behind Kona, and one of a really incredible success story of EWB. So Kona is a startup Ghanaian company that's a cashew producer exporting around the world, even exporting to Canada and New York, and it's an incredible story. It's all in less than 10 years. So I had this conversation over lunch with Kwabena today, and I said, like, how did you do this, man? This is incredible. You had so much success in such a short amount of time. It doesn't make any sense. And he told me, he said, even at one point, his company didn't even have enough salary for 6 to 7 years to even pay him. So he didn't even have enough profit in the business to pay himself. And I said, like, how do you muster that courage? And he just kind of looked at me and he just paused and he said, have you seen this movie about the road to El Dorado? And I was like, what? What are you talking about, Kwabena? He's like, it's a movie about two guys that are on the road to achieve their dream, and nobody's ever done this before, but both of these guys go down this road and they go full force to achieve their dreams. So he said that's how he did it. He always watched this movie, and even when times were tough, he said he even has it on his laptop today. So he's on this road, and for me that's really impactful because it's so in line with the conference, with the dream of 2036, with a vision. I think we're all on our own road to our own El Dorado. So I think my vision for the future is, and my idea for the future is, follow your road to El Dorado and stay resilient. So, thank you.
Et maintenant, comment je transforme mon rêve pour 2036 en réalité? Je ne suis pas certaine de quoi faire concrètement. Peut-être parler aux consommateurs canadiens, qu'ils soient de consommateurs de chocolat, de café ou de ressources naturelles, de leur impact qu'ils peuvent avoir sur les communautés rurales en Afrique. Pour faire cela, sûrement que je voudrais élever ma voix dans ma communauté et puis auprès de ces instances qui prennent les décisions. Très certainement aussi que je m'engagerai dans la formation de futurs ingénieurs pour qu'ils prennent conscience que leur mandat pour résoudre les problèmes de nos sociétés et pour trouver des solutions à ces problèmes-là sans forcément apporter d'autres problèmes, eh ben, que tout ça passe pas forcément par la solution d'une simple équation. Concrètement, de mon action, je n'en suis pas sûre, mais ce dont je suis certaine, c'est que je veux continuer à m'engager, à m'impliquer avec cette organisation qu'est ISF. Et puis, que pendant les années qui vont suivre, et tout comme maintenant, que cette organisation est continuellement face à ces défis, et je nous fais confiance pour que tous ensemble, en tant qu'organisation, nous puissions relever ces défis. Et pour ça, et grâce à ça, plutôt que chacun, après ça, dans nos sections, dans nos réseaux de villes, dans nos équipes, que ce soit au Canada ou en Afrique, nous puissions transformer nos idées, nos meilleures idées en action et que chacun de nos rêves pour 2036 devienne une réalité.
All right, so 2036, what does that mean? That's 4 numbers, that's a year, whatever it is to you. But for you to understand what it means to me, we need to go back. We have to go back to December. I'm a person who really has a lot of trouble picturing themselves in the future. When someone asks me what I'm going to do next year, what I'm going to do in 5 years, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So this idea of picturing 23 years from now was a little, whoa, it was a bit much. So it was this fear, I had a fear of dreaming and that dreams not becoming possible. But then I came across this picture of me when I was 4. So picture me, 4 years old. I'm standing on my porch. I have a little pair of skates on and a hockey helmet. And I just came in from skating outside. And this 4-year-old me really thought that it was going to be perfectly fine. I could definitely go to the NHL. I could definitely be a super figure skater if I wanted to. I could be a skeet skater. I could be in the Olympics. But the thing was, I was still crashing into snowbanks, and I was still tripping over my own feet. So clearly, 4-year-old Sean didn't care about that. He still wanted to follow his dreams. That's when I found my current dream. I dream of a world where dreaming is possible, fostered, and encouraged, where the systems that we currently exist in encourage dreaming, where they don't squish it, where you don't go to grade 1 and then all of a sudden you're told to be more realistic, to think of things that are more possible. You can't possibly play in the NHL because only a certain number of people get to do that. No, that's wrong. You can do whatever you want as long as you have the dream. So since I arrived here on Thursday, I've been figuring out where do I go from here? How do I make this dream possible? And to tell you the truth, it's been really challenging. But I think what we need to do is we need to attack where those dreams are being taken over. That's really, I think, when we're young. So whatever happens here with our youth work, who knows where it's going to go from this conference onwards. But I think we really need to strive to make sure that in 2036, the youth that are there have it much better than we had it when it comes to dreaming. If I fail, that's cool. That's fine. We can just keep going. We'll build on and we'll keep moving. Dreaming will eventually happen. I wanted EWB to be known as the organization that fostered this dreaming, that changed things, that changed the conversation for good. And I want that to happen, hopefully, by 2036. And I invite you all to please, whenever you can, share your dreams with your friends, your family, your chapter, your other organizations that you're in, so that way we can start this change now. Thank you.
So, my dream for 2036 had to do about development in Africa, had to do about the beauty of Africa, the innovation of Africa, development as opportunity, not as charity. And there's been someone this weekend who's really embodied that for me wholeheartedly, and that's one of our delegates, Clement Akurugo, sorry. He has been so passionate this weekend. If any of you have seen him, you've seen him jump up, run over to you, and tell you something about extension, or tell you something about farming, or tell you something about agronomy. He, to me, is what I will be doing next. I'll be investing in Clement. I'll be investing in extension agents like Clement in Ghana, who are going to work with farmers and make them have sustainable, successful livelihoods. Because for me, he is an inspiration, and he is the opportunity that we should be investing in, not charity. Thanks.
I am an African leader. I have seen so many passion for Africa. In fact, the passion started in the 17th century. But this one by EWB is different. Those of you who have had the opportunity to be in Africa will realize that the systems are weak, the structures are porous. It might not be easy to break through the systems. You need individuals in those systems to make things work. And this approach by EWB of identifying such individuals to be part of this process is fantastic. I believe that by 2036, we can have a stream of African leaders who will be a change in themselves and be a change in the system. Bravo, EWB.
I came here brand new. I started in September. I had no idea what EWB was. I was one of those, I thought we were going to build wells. I was wrong. In a way, I'm glad I made that mistake. It showed me what I'd been thinking, how I hadn't branched out, thought broader. When I came to EWB, systematic, anything like that didn't make sense. And for a while, I was lost. Over the course of 4 months, I started to find my way, and I was told that at conference, I would truly know what EWB was. I came here still lost. But I'd like to say, now I think I actually know what EWB is. I know what systematic innovation is. It's true, I still have questions. I'm still not sure some of the things that we are thinking about, where we should be going, or what we're doing. But I know that through conference, through meeting all of you, through hearing these presentations, and through talks at 1 a.m. and other times like that I've started to learn and see that there's a passion here, a passion to change. And what I've learned at EWB, we aren't just one thing. We aren't just about Africa or about Canada. What we are is we're passion for change, passion to see the better side of the world. I have a dream that in 2036, it's not going to be me and a handful of others here at conference that gets to have this chance. I have a dream that in 2036, everybody has this chance.
What now?
What now?
What now?
Et maintenant?
Et maintenant?
Now what?
Munyadi.
What now?
What next?
Et ensuite?
What now?
Femodi.
What now?
What now?
Et maintenant?
What now?
Fais mordin.
What now?
Et après?
What next?
What now? Over the last few days, you have created a conference experience like no other. The energy that you have shared and the discussions that have unfolded are a testament to the incredible ideas that have been brewing in this space. We invested in the leadership potential of our network, triggering a paradigm shift towards systemic innovation and driving our ventures forward. And now, the next steps are up to you. The ownership of driving for the 2036 that you want to see is in your hands. And as Arjuna Costa stated yesterday, if your third idea for systemic innovation changes the world, you'll be remembered for that idea.